laws of physics change. And if you don't understand those laws, you will be profoundly disoriented and ineffective when you enter the realm of Orun.
Now, Baba, I got to push back on you a little bit because if I don't say this right, then I'm gonna get messages from people that's gonna be, why you ain't say nothing? Because we know that, you know, anytime I done sacrifice a rooster, then whatever I prayed for came to fruition. So that's going to be one.
Yeah. And listen, and I would argue that it came to fruition as a consequence of intention, not appeasing an angry God. And I would also argue that it's inconceivable of Africa to offer blood to an Orisha without eating the bird. That just doesn't happen. It does not happen. So there's a sense of creating kosher food. So let's look at it this way. Alchemy is the wedding between science, ritual, and magic, all right? So science is understanding the way the real world works, which is, for us in Ifa, is a matter of understanding the metaphysical principles of Odu. That is the foundation of our science. And then we use that information to come together to do collective prayer. So if you and I pray together, it's not twice as good, it's 3 times as good. If the 3 of us pray together, it's 9 times as good. If 16 people come together and pray, you're changing physical reality as you speak, at which point the ritual becomes magical. But the only way you can change physical reality through the use of alchemy is by joining hands with a shared intention. I don't know if either of you are musicians, but you can have 6 of the best musicians in the world and a 7th guy that can't keep a rhythm and the band sounds terrible. It's the same thing with prayer. You can have 15 awol praying for your well-being and 1 awol looking at a cell phone, and the prayers are going to be useless. So the issue, my point is that intention is more important than the ritual itself. In Ode Ramo, they say, if you can only afford to offer dirt, and your prayers will be answered. I have never, in 35 years of going to Africa and Ode Ramo, seen anything used in ritual except blood, dirt, mud, and leaves. 4 things. And I've seen physical reality change in front of my eyes. So,
so you're saying I don't have to go and, you know, find an African store to get some cola nut and bitter cola. I need palm oil. What about honey, gin, snail, dry fish?
No, I'm not saying that. You know, there's a certain, okay, let's look at it this way. I'm going to tell you the secret of initiation. You ready? You're sitting down. This was worth inviting me to the lecture today. I'm going to give you the secret of initiation. All right.
Okay.
It's kind of strange for somebody like me to say, oh, come to me for initiation. I'll put you in possession with ancient African deities. I mean, how can I say that with any confidence? And here's the answer to that question. I put you in possession by going in possession first and getting close enough to you for you to feel the ashe. Possession is contagious. Understand that concept? And I go into possession by repeating the words that were said to me when my Baba put me into possession. That's a mnemonic memory device that perpetuates the tradition. We're just doing that for each other because we can. You understand? So look at it this way. A bow is a small initiation. Initiation is a big bow. So what do I mean by that? If I'm a diviner, the process of fixing the problem is for me to radically identify with your pain. I need to become you, and I need to become your confusion. That's called quantum entanglement. That's why we wear the little robes with the universal knot around the neck to remind us that that's our job, all right? So we feel the pain because we know that the solution to removing the pain is the opposite Odu. We invoke that. But the point is, once we identify with your pain, we become quantumly connected in the way that when I let go of the problem, you do too. That's where the magic and the power in a bow comes from, is the connection between Ori that's in resistance and Ori that's in liberation. And it's the dynamic, which is on a really invisible, subjective level, that allows that to happen. If you're not engaged in that process, then you're not doing Ifa based on the teachings of the Prophet Orunmila. And so let's look at it a different way. If you come to me and say, should I go to college? Will it help my income at work? And Oda comes up and says, yes, definitely. So what's the abo for that, Oda, you know?
Enroll in college.
Yes. Hello. The only reason we do rituals involving birds and prayers is because we're in resistance to enrolling in college.
So that helps to remove the resistance.